Hey everybody, so if you see me wearing this shirt, that means that it's time for another after movie topic video. And today's topic is talking about flashbacks, which is one of the new ways that, some people have started to pitch as a way to fix a lot of the issues with the first movie. That they start showing flashbacks, to the first movie and showing scenes from the first movie in a different way or in a different angle, and showing the changes and everything. And so I was just scrolling through a Facebook group that I'm on Facebook. And so one person, was kind of talking about that. And so she brought up flashbacks, flashbacks as a way to fix a lot of the issues. And, this post got a lot of likes, a lot of love. So I kind of wanted to talk about that a little bit, including from one of my subscribers who said that, oh, well, other films have done it. Other films have done these shifts before. Back to the books, so it could work. Let me talk about one of the big examples that I always use here, 50 Shades. Let's talk about that for a second. The difference between a film like 50 Shades and a film like After is that 50 Shades, even though they did make some changes in the first movie, the Christian character is still such a problematic character that if you even come close to adapting some of these scenes, it's still going to cause a problem. We're still going to see, some issues with the character. If you just adapt some of these scenes, like the scene where he finds, Anastasia in the bar, like that is still a problematic scene. But yeah, you still have those problems. If you adapt some of these scenes, whereas and also the first 50 Shades movie still was a rated R movie. It still very much was a hard R movie, whereas After, they went so far in the opposite direction, not only with the hardened character, but with the rating, that's one of my big issues. That's one of the biggest issues that I have with the first movie. And now one of my big issues with them saying, oh, we're going to go back to the books, is because that would mean that they would have to do such a tectonic shift, such a 360 shift between the first film and the second film, that the best thing for them to do, at that point, they would pretty much have to come out and say, okay, yes, we made the first movie. Yes, the first movie is the first movie, but, don't really look at the first movie as part of the canon or part of the story. Look at the second movie. The second movie is the official start of it, where we're going to, do the hard R, or we're going to do the R rating. We're going to make harden. We're going to give you guys what you want. And, yeah, we'll show flashbacks to the first movie to sort of fill in the blanks for people who have not read the books. That's what they should do at this point. That's what they really should do at this point, because that's how much of a bind, that's how much of a corner that they've been put in by the first film, and that's why the first film is even more problematic than 50 Shades was, is because now you have a film that's going to go from a PG-13, all ages approved essentially movie, to essentially a hard R, which you're going to, cut your audience in half. And I'm going to be frankly honest with you guys. I went to go see this film 10 times in the theaters. I saw the After movie 10 times in the theaters, and every time there was always this chunk of people in that theater who never could have gotten in if this thing was rated R, who were only there because this film is PG-13. Or maybe they read the books, because every time I heard these same people, coming out and saying, oh, well, this wasn't like the books, this wasn't like the books, oh, they changed this, and, complaining about the film. But yeah, the fact of the matter is that they got put into such a corner with that first movie, that at this point, when I first read that post on Facebook, I kind of laughed it off, and I kind of, thought about coming here and, pretty much, saying, no, don't do this. Don't do flashbacks, because again, you're going to have to make pretty much 50% of the movie is going to have to be flashbacks, trying to fix these issues. But the more that I think about it, that really is your only option. And again, the other option is to pretty much, come out and say, forget the first movie. We're officially starting with the second movie. We'll show flashbacks to the first film to fill in the blanks for anybody who has never read the books, and, let book readers see, oh yeah, now we're, this is the official thing, forget about the first film. So yeah, the more that I think about it, the more that flashbacks really becomes the only way to do it. Because again, like I've said, and I've said this in millions of videos, they really put themselves into a corner with that first movie. That we are now in uncharted territory when it comes to movie 1 versus movie 2. I mean, this is not a apples to apples comparison when, like, one of my subscribers, even commented on this post, saying, well, other people, other films have done this as well, go back to the books and the sequels and, change. But again, it's never been to this extreme. It's never been where they have to do it to this extreme. Because the first films, like, again, I'm going to keep using 50 Shades as the example. Again, there was enough in there to where it didn't really seem like such a tectonic shift in the sequels when they made the changes. But whereas with After, it will feel like one, because again, they like I said, they put themselves into such a corner with the first one in terms of the PG-13, in terms of Hardin's personality. They just put themselves into such a corner. They didn't set up the Tessa-Zed relationship, which is why, and I got like this huge reaction when I posted something on the group saying, well, why don't they just give, Trevor the Zed storyline and, just use the new character for this? What I really meant by that was, of course, I want to see Samuel Larson get more work to do. Of course, I want to see that Tessa-Zed relationship. But the problem is that they did nothing to set this up in the first film. So if they now go back to the books, it's going to make no sense no matter which way you swing it, which that's the place that I was coming from. Not just that, oh, I just want to see them do, the Zed storyline with Trevor. No, I don't want to see that at all. I don't want to see that at all. But again, it's like the best of a bad situation because again, like I said, and I've said it millions of times, they were really put into a corner by the first film. And that's why I wish the first film was a lot better than it was. That way, so we could be sitting here just getting excited for the second movie and not having to sit here and, speculate on, okay, how are they going to do this? Like, how are they going to fix this? How are they going to, make these changes? How are they going to make the changes work? And then, just sitting here, twisting ourselves into knots, trying to figure this all out, as I'm sure they are doing themselves. As I'm sure that Anna Todd has had these conversations with them. I'm sure that they have had these conversations with Anna Todd, trying to make this work and, trying to get this to fit. But at this point, like I said, their best bet is to literally just come out and say, forget about the first one and just, we're going to start with the sequel and we'll just use flashbacks and fill in the blanks here. So jump down to the comment section below. Let me know what you think about all this. As always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your continued love and support. Remember, if you like what you see here and you want to see more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And let's go through all the stuff you'll be able to find on this channel right now. So this channel is moving in a more After series by Anna Todd direction. That's more the content that you'll be seeing on this channel. I will still do movie reviews for all the big movies, but let's just go through all the content that will mainly be taking over this channel. So every day I will be doing daily uploads of the After series read-throughs where I literally sit here on camera and read to you guys from the books. I've already gone through the first two books up to their completions. The first two books are up to their completions on the channel, After and After We Collided. I'm working on After We Fell right now. I'll do After Ever Happy, and because so many of you guys have requested it, I will do the book before. So that means that the entire franchise I will do. And those will be daily uploads barring any types of personal illnesses or issues. Now, a lot of you have actually asked the questions, hey, Charles, once you finish the After series, what are you going to do after that? Are you going to do another series? Which I am. And just to give you guys a hint, you got to keep it very hush-hush. Now that we have the official green light for the After We Collided movie, I'm going to be bringing you guys constant updates on that, so keep looking forward to that. You guys will be so updated that you'll be begging me to stop the updates, and those updates will also cover After We Fell and After Ever Happy. So once we get the updates on After We Fell and After Ever Happy, I'll be bringing you guys updates on all of those, to their completion, like everything. So keep looking forward to that. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you want to stay, up-to-date knowledge on that. Every other day, I'll be posting different topics that come up in the After fandom. So if there's a topic out there that you guys would like to see me talk about, go ahead and either leave it down in the comments, or you can find me on either Twitter, email, or my Facebook. All the relevant information is on the About section of the channel. Again, remember, this channel would not be able to grow to the heights that it has without you. So if there's an Afternator out there that you guys know who would love this channel, go ahead and share the channel with them. Please remember that the channel is called Charles's Movie Channel, not just Charles. I don't know what people are going to find if they just type in Charles, but remember it's called Charles's Movie Channel. But yeah, remember that this stuff cannot grow to the heights that it has without you guys. So share the channel. Let's continue to grow the channel. And remember, as always, I love you guys. From the bottom of my heart, I am eternally grateful. I love you. I'll see you later, Afternators. Take care, y'all.